And welcome back after a long, long, long break of over a month. Um, Couple of updates, as we all know. Sadly, we have lost a player due to personal and work reasons. Maddox will be missed. And for this session, I will role play his character. And one of you, if we get into a fight, will have to play his character dice wise. Um, but with that, we are going to jump right into the recap. I'm going to take it a bit backwards from last session because it's been a while. Uh, yeah. After you finish the whole stint with the Knight's Bane, going infiltrating into the seamstress shop to find clues about them, you got a letter from the head of the guild, who is referred to as the Dark Gardener. Um, you agreed to meet with her, and during a very tense conversation, she gave you an offer to pause basically the contract on your heads in return for a future favor, which she was very clear that you would most likely would not like. Um, you eventually agree to it with either shaking our hand as agreement, which then immediately created a kind of a sigil or kind of like a mark on on his forearm, um, all around the forearm, basically sealing that agreement in a binding rule. Um, you then decided to continue on. You heard about what? What? She's gotten used to sleeping in the mamad in the safe room, and now we close the door, so she's being annoyed, and she wants me to open the door. Um, so you all went into the temple district after Vinny discussed how what's the term? Patron, no patron. The head, the voice in her head, basically.
Ye.
Um, and he told her that while he is not omnipotent and he can't really give her the answer that she's looking for, a place with old books might have some information. This kind of led you all to go to to the temple district, where you decided to go into the temple of what was the name? One second. I need to find the notes.
It was the law one, wasn't
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to find
it?
what
Law
the
and
name.
order, God.
One second, it's been a while. Goy. You went to the temple of Goy, who is the god of law and knowledge and history. There, you all, I mean, Vinny basically took one of these rights and shared a deep personal story. Wait, are you already?
Did I freeze or did he? Okay, he froze.
Okay.
Everyone stay still.
Cool.
I was like, wait.
Really hard for me.
Yeah, it was disconnected for a second. Basically, Vinny shared a personal story from her past, which made Goy took note of her and kind of brought you all to his plane. When eventually Ivo decided to just nope it and not agreeing to his terms and left that plane. But Vinny, Oren, and Pedro all kind of get a little bit more information from Goy.
So
Um,
Peter. So just to make clear, Peter was there. Peter
oh,
was away at the time. So Peter was there.
oh yeah, yeah. Wait, it was we said it little took time. Yeah, so no, not Peter. Yeah, again, it's been a while. I'm kind of also remembering it as I go. Like
Yeah, no, we we can't say retcon Petal was there. It's just it's affecting things in the future.
No. So yeah, no, Peter wasn't there. No, Peter wasn't there. I'm understand. I'm reading the notes, but trying to remember in the same title. It's been a while for me as well. So yeah. So if you remember something that I said it wasn't like that, let me know. Yeah.
Cool.
Um,
This is when Peto went on his art therapy retreat.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Goy also is kind of seems to be the norm right now. Ask for a future favor, but he clearly stated that this favor will be bounded by only truth and history, and won't go against anything they believe in. So it wouldn't be like a bad thing to do. Vinny already accepted the vow. Goy revealed the truth that Vinny died when she came to this world and was basically resurrected in a new body in an almost perfect duplication.
I had
Um,
a mental breakdown of, oh my god, I'm like a homunculi from Full Metal Alchemist.
yeah. He also said that the mark on her hand is the sign of that binding, and it represents the soul binding that occurred when she was remade. And her white hair just stands for the transformation itself from being live, dead, and then a human-esque recreation. Um, but he did state that the availabilities that Vinny has was always hers. It's not affiliated to the new body. It was always with her, only that in Midgard, she just couldn't express it because there was no ambient magic that we could kind of like channel and kind of recharge from. Um, and he also clearly said that the Wanderer cannot control or enter her soul without her consent. So, in that regard, she is completely safe from worrying about if her actions are her own, basically.
And
Um,
and the side note, during that conversation, Vinny also realized that she had talked with her mom, supposedly
wait,
from the
wait,
grave.
wait. Before that, though,
Oh,
he also said that there is a time difference.
different.
So basically, Midgard runs twice as fast as Alver. So every week you spend in Alver, it's 2 weeks that's passed in Midgard or Earth.
So yeah, so it's been like a very long time since either Vinny went missing, God knows where. I don't know if her body was found on Earth. Uh, and supposedly, if it was found, Vinny suddenly talked in her mom's head, and people probably thought her mom was insane. So on a side note, Vinny will speak with her mom the moment she can to be like, "Hey, it was all a dream. Don't talk to people about this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that whole thing with Goy, you all kind of followed Ivor secretly. You see that Ivor spent some time in Loki's temple. When you saw him practicing one of those costumes. Um, and 1 second, what was it? Yeah, there was one thing that he did there. 1 second.
He gave a coin or something to
I
the
gave
shrine.
I gave 10% of my wealth over
Yeah,
to them as a essentially a thank you or a tax from Loki for not letting me get caught stealing.
yeah,
Ye.
The
um,
god Loki?
yeah,
Ye. And you
Okay,
had like a
interesting.
weird thing with like the caretaker in the shrine or
Yeah,
something.
he attempted to pickpocket me, which
Yeah.
yeah.
didn't go well for him. He got caught, but
Yeah.
still, it was one of those.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
it's the
yeah,
it's like nice try.
yeah,
I'm leaving.
yeah. And after that, Oren finished kind of doing the research and prep that he needed, and you all decided to go to the lake to try to finally see the barrier and break through the barrier that's in the center of the ley line, the node ley line. Um, you all dove underwater where you faced against several big snakes and one giant snake. Um,
Yes.
yeah. and in a very surprising and completely not surprising for me at all because I didn't completely forget that he has this ability. Ivor spoke with the big snake and managed in a very lucky roll of the dice to convince him to go on your side and eat the other smaller snakes.
And well, it wasn't the big snake. It was one of the
No,
normal.
no,
Well,
yeah, right. The
it
small
was one of
actually
the
had,
normal snakes, and it
yeah,
it was MVP. It went on a killing spree.
yeah,
I think it killed 3 out of the 4 snakes, and
yeah.
the only
Something like that.
one was the big snake, and it still survived in a
The
fight with
the
that.
big snake was also taken down by the little snake.
Was it? So
Yeah,
The final
it may have
yeah, the
killed
final
all
blow.
4 of them
Yeah,
then.
thing or
yeah,
something.
the final blow. He killed him, and then basically, he took the big snake's body to the lair to eat and walk and grow strong. But hey, you made a lifelong friend with that. Maybe in the future it will pay off. Um,
Back to the lake, there will be a giant snake that will remember us favorably.
yeah,
Yeah, hopefully.
after this fight, after this fight, all of you saw like a message in your Steph will remember this. Um, but yeah, so you all kind of after that managed to break the barrier. During the fight with the barrier, actually, also I think it was during the fight that it fully broke.
It was during the fight we like cast spells
Yeah,
that affected the area of the barrier as
yeah,
well, which
mostly the
eventually
lightning.
broke the barrier.
Yeah. So the barrier broke, and after the fight, and after Ivor also found an amulet that lets him breathe and control a bit of water, and you also found a very odd-looking staff
Mm.
that looks like it's made out of coral with a shiny pearl at the top of it. You all made your way through the portal in the center of
We
the
took a
world.
short rest and then we did that.
Yeah, 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 it's fine.
Perfecto,
Uh,
if your character is not after a short rest, take a short rest. Not a short rest, sorry, long rest. It
yeah,
was a long
longest. It was the longest. You all had the tiny hut there. Um, so you all went through the portal and came out into this very strange looking realm, so to speak.
shit.
Basically, you came out in a very small bottom of a lake. And once you swam up, you saw that you are basically on an island that has a small bridge connecting to a 5-floor tower. And around everything, there's like just a body of water that is almost encapsulated in a sphere. It's almost like everything is in like this kind of biosphere kind of a thing with complete void outside of the sphere. And that's what you see. Like the island itself is lush. It's like grassy and flowers and there's trees and stuff like that. But it's not a big island. Like it's a very small island.
Mm.
And you can see like sea life in the big body of water. Not the lake that you came out of in the portal, but like the ocean that is around the island. There are like sea life and sea creatures and stuff like that. And it's deep to the point that you can't really see inside of it. But yeah, yeah.
Question. I completely forgot. I don't know if it's an item. The rusty sword with a rune of life. That is carved into it that I found like in the lake. There's that. I don't know if it's anything. I took it with me. It's in my bag.
I don't really remember that you actually took it with you, to be honest.
I said that I took it with me.
Well, and as far as I remember, it was just like a very old rusty sword.
A rusty sword. I thought it was cool. I took it with me.
Yeah, that's fine. Um, so you all kind of looked around and you were kind of shocked to find this outside of the portal. I remind you that the Wanderer did tell you in the past that you should go through the portal to find more answers about like what's going on right now.
Yay.
Um, and you all decided to go to the tower. And after a short discussion, you decided to do the direct approach and knock on the door.
And
Yep.
then some weirdo started
Yeah.
making his presence known.
So once you all basically knocked at the door, after a bit of a while, the door opened, and in front of you you saw clearly Malsiva, with a kind of frizzly long beard, tattoos all over his body, and he had like this uh, very nicely well kept tunic color of blue, um, and on top of it is like a long cloak with a hood, with the colors of purple with gold trimmings, no trimmings, I think it's called, like the
Trims.
like the outline of the short.
Trim.
Yeah, trims. So with
Yeah.
gold color trims and a bit of like fur, white fur on the outside. Um, and in one hand, he kind of held this very overflowing horn of ale. Um, and he also had like this golden medallion on his chest. And just to remind you all, I'm sending a picture over Discord because I have a painting that I did for him like years ago. When I started only like creating him. So that's how he looks like. And he immediately looked at you and said, "Oh, visitors! And I see that you found my long forgotten staff. Oh, that's marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Uh, who are you? What are you doing there? How did you get past the barrier?"
Well,
And
Oh,
that's
I
where
look
we
at
left
Ivor.
off.
to answer your first question as to who are we, we're from the Department of Lost and Found Stuff. And we found stuff that was lost, and now we've come to
Oh, you found stuff with the staff.
I'll look over towards Oren and like the rest of the group and be like, he's more nuts than me.
That is an achievement indeed.
Marvelous. But tell me, how did you all pass through my barrier?
Well,
A big snake landed on it.
That would do it, actually. Yeah, I didn't take into account the big snakes. You would think that so many years and one of them would have hit it sooner. Wait,
Maybe you
yes,
need
I
to add
guess
some
I
like
should.
snake resistance into your next bubble.
Oh, that's good. Give him a
A bit
moment.
of salt.
Give him a moment. And he slams the door, and you can hear him running inside through like the portal. One second, I'm gonna close the air conditioning because it's getting a bit cold here. Uh, so you can hear him running up the steps until you can't hear him anymore. And after like a few minutes, you can hear like "Vroom, vroom," coming from the top of the tower, and then a sudden like flash of blue light emits out of the top of the tower in a spherical wave, which does nothing to you. Like you can see, it goes through you. You don't feel anything different, and then everything quiets down. And after a few more minutes, he comes. You can hear him coming down, opening the door, and says, "Done. No, it's back."
Just before he comes down, I'll look at him again. Did I fuck up?
question though, will we be able to leave later?
Don't you worry about it. We'll get you sorted. Don't worry. As long as yeah, you don't worry about it. It's fine. So
You before we do our job of returning lost and found items, you didn't answer the question.
he looks at you and just goes like, and the step immediately just like appears in his hand. Thank you again for this. I was missing it very badly, and you can see almost like he's almost kind of stroking it lovingly. Not in a creepy way, in a like almost like you found this very like memorable thing that you like a small teddy bear that you lost.
He steals better than me.
You can see it's yours, buddy.
This is quite concerning.
So
Uh,
tell me, how did you found the portal? How did you know? How did you pass? You told me how you passed, but what? Who are you exactly? It's been
Oh,
so long since people came here.
okay. So we are the Hammers. Um, there's a lot of fucked up shit go.
We are the
How
hammers.
how much?
We are the hammers.
Uh, how much do you know of what's currently going on outside?
I know precisely nothing. I've been in this self-imposed
Isolation.
isolation seclusion for uh, what's the year outside right now? You all know that the year is basically 1 second. It's
2992. I don't know what
2993.
that means.
2993 ES.
It's 3 now?
Yeah, it's been
Mm.
3 since we started the campaign. Should be at least.
Huh. I have 2 written down.
Wait a second.
I have 25th Soul 2992 for the day we met the Black Gardener. That's the last note I have.
Give me 1 second. Maybe they can. No, yeah, you're right. It's two. For some reason, something is off with my calendar app here that I made. But yeah, it's two. You're right. So it's 2992. My bad.
I'll look at him and go. Would you be surprised if I said it was the year 4012? I'd be surprised too. What year was it again?
Wait. What? No.
I hope you're listening at Vinny. Vinny doesn't know.
No, Vinny would know. That's something that you would probably have asked sometime somebody. Like they knew that you're in right now.
I asked about locations. I don't know what year this is. I want to know where I was.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So I mean, Peter and Ivo would know that the year is 2993.
So I'll look at Paytol and be like, 92 or 93?
Huh? 92?
It's just 92.
And you can see that the moment you say 92, his color almost immediately drains. Now he's a Malsiva, so like sure there can be darker skin Malsiva, but generally even the dark skin one look pale for their dark complexion. So he's becoming almost completely white, and he says, "Did you say 92?"
Yeah, not 4092 though, but
No, 2992.
yes.
I've almost missed it.
Okay.
And like from this whole kind of like cookie persona, for a moment, completely is gone and is completely focused and intense.
Okay. So the year means something to you.
What have
Awesome.
you nearly missed?
Um. Does well, let me just throw a name out there. Like, does the name Ginug mean anything to you? Okay, yeah.
So it started.
Oh shit.
How do you know, Gimmick? Why don't you tell me exactly what's been happening?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of like spooky shit and like weird shit going on.
Define spooky and weird.
Like people like I don't know if to count them as people, but like vampire like beings. They're not
There's lots of
vampires. Vampire like beings kidnapping people to use as sacrifices in order to summon Ginug, I think. And
how do they look?
I will describe them like their pale like visage and like the mask.
Ooh,
like,
actually,
oh,
I'll
well,
whip one out of the bag that I've got. Over there. Like this.
The moment you pull it out, he immediately takes his step at it, and screams a word of power in Old tongue. But it's even older than what Vinny knows and understands, or Pedro understand. It's almost like if like a Jewish person would hear the very, very like first dialect of Hebrew in the ancient times. It was completely foreign to us. We wouldn't understand a thing of it. Like we understand it's Hebrew, we wouldn't understand anything it says. So it's
Google
opposite.
Translate cannot comprehend.
No,
Is it Aramaic, the OG?
the OG one came from Aramaic. It was afterwards, but yeah, but the Aramaic was the baseline basically.
Hmm.
So, so it's something like that. Like Vinny understand the gist, like the notion of like the tonal and or the general like okay, begun, destroy, something like that. But you don't really understand the actual word. But the moment he says it, the mask just it doesn't explode. It disintegrates in your hand completely into dust. And he looks
You owe me another cool mask.
and he looks at all of you and says, "That was a vile, feral mask. Did you?
Yeah?
Did you see?
And we
did
ripped
you
it off
see
his
how-
face.
Did you see the creature underneath it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it melted in the
describe-
sun.
Yeah, he's a vampire.
Describe how it looked. Precisely.
Imagine having
Hold
skin
on.
that's see-through and you can see all the veins on them, and then when you pull the mask off, woomph! Let there be light. He just goes on fire. Oh, and pointy teeth. And weird eyes. Very weird. Oh, and he had spiky things on his head. I think I'll look at Vinny and go, horns or knives? He did impale you on one of them.
While Alver is describing, People has a minor illusion in his hand, and it keeps changing with Alver's description.
So he looks at you all and says,
Oh, and black robes.
"Yes."
Oh, and they spider crawl up the sides of buildings when you push them off. I didn't like that.
So
Yeah.
you already let the assassin pharaohs, and you survived. That's quite a feat, actually.
Yeah, I think we fought a few of them. Like, there's the town by the lake where the portal to here is. The castle, the fortress. It was sieged or besieged by exploding goblins and these things and like weird tentacle monster
floaty
thingies.
black hole soup sucky up ball things.
Wait. Did you say exploding goblins?
Yay! In fact, they exploded, right?
Describe
Yeah,
how they looked.
I don't.
Be as precise as you can.
Okay, so imagine a goblin died, and then 6 weeks later, when it's gone all like gloopy and black, it gets back up, and all its veins have gone red, and its eyes are kind of like yellowy, and it stinks to high heaven. And then you stab it, and it kind of like when it dies, it goes. Whoop, 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 whoop. Boom.
So you faced the Vaken.
Oh, they have a name.
No, we faced a goblin that looked funny.
A lot of goblins that looked funny.
And they smell
You've-
really bad.
No, you faced a goblin turned into. It was just shaped as. You obviously don't know anything. How you survived is a miracle, to be honest.
I know lots of things. Thank you very much.
Okay,
It's like
so just to be clear, you faced off against feral assassins,
Four of
goblin
five of them.
Draken,
Lots
anything
of them.
else I should be aware of.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was that tentacle thingy with like a black hole on top of
Yeah,
it, and
we
then
saw something that was just weird. It would eat things with a bit of the universe that didn't exist, and it would just touch it and
it was a black hole on a tentacle thingy. That's
It-
what I said.
I mean, it was a black hole,
take
but
it
it
back,
was
you
a black
know, so
circle.
I
that
take it-
touched it. Just
So I take it
It-
back. You faced both the corrupted and the full-grown Vaken. Oh, things are worse than I thought.
And there was something else. So there's been 5 assassins, but we've only killed 4 of them? No, 3 of them. One of them walked away after giving Vicar the V's kind of thing on the top of the castle. And then there was the two on the. There was the spider guy who we fought with the camp with the Heldenari.
That we
And
don't
there's
know.
the two on the wooden plank. The one who nearly killed me, and basically we tried to drown him under the duck boat. And then there was who was the other guys who Patel kicked the crap out of?
There was
The
the
captain?
priest.
That's the one. Oh, Vinny, you've got
What?
his doobry what's it?
Yeah, hold on, and I'll like take the pouch of holding or however the fuck it's called, and I like tip it over and like spill out the staff. He had this thing and he tried to make other people into weird other people, and yeah,
Are you showing him the staff?
yeah.
So, as you
And I think Iver are the tentacle thingies that suck like
Oh,
energy.
that's in my bag. Oh,
That's
I've
in
got one of them here. I just hold it up.
so as you pull out the staff, he looks at it and he shouts that word again on the stage, and you can hear him say that now you are with a kind of more, you're more attuned, and you're 1 second, you're like more kind of aware and alerted and ready for that. You can understand that what he's saying is tuna, not tuna the fish. It's like tuna. Okay, and now you can understand that it literally means destroy or ruin or bring to nothing. You cannot counterspell it. You cannot. It's like you can. He immediately. It's like an instinctive thing. The moment you put it out and he sees it, he immediately does it, and he looks at you. I will not allow any of those foul things to contaminate this realm of mine.
Dude, I could have just put it back in my bag. Like you've just destroyed my stuff. What has to do with it?
Imagine the moment of Gandalf when he speaks to Bilbo in his room, and he kind of forces him to listen to him, and his voice immediately goes like from regular voice to like this kind of booming voice, and so that's the effect that he does to you all now, and he goes like, "You will do well to never carry those dark tainted things with you, if you cherish your souls."
You just see me
Cool.
slowly take my
And
hand
how
out
can
of my
you-
bag with nothing in it. Like,
But now we've lost a really cool item that we fought and risked our lives, and that was the only thing left as an evidence of something that happened, and you destroyed. And can you bring it back? Can you bring us evidence of what we did? No, you can't.
I don't.
So what you did? And I will try to chastise him, like, feel bad about what you did.
He looks at you.
I know it was instinct, but bad.
Vinny,
You look.
you're going to get yeeted in a minute.
He looks at you, and it's like all of his woof kind of leaves his body, and all of his like what seemed like an old young man before with his kookiness and kind of like craziness, and now the intensity of like a more mature man lives, and he looks like 300, 1,000, like a million years old. He looks like extremely old and tired, and he says, I forgot what it's like to interact with the mortal livings. I do not need to give you any proof. You will not need it as well, because proof will be very clear very soon to everyone. If
Yes,
they
you're trying.
That was
become,
worth a lot of money.
it was worth nothing than your souls. Carrying
It
it
was-
would corrupt you within a couple of weeks more of carrying it.
I will
would
tell
have
you what
died.
it was worth. I will tell you what it was worth. It was worth taking to a meeting with one of the more influential people in the continent that we're supposed to have in a few days.
He snaps his finger, and your voice is gone. You cannot speak, and then he just holds one finger, like just bide for a moment, and he takes his steps and places it gently on your head, and he casts a small enchantment. And as he pulls the staff back, you feel something leaving you, but not something that is like something bad leaving you. It's a good. You feel that it's a good thing that it leaves you. Okay, it's not like it is pulling your soul or anything. And above the pearl, you can see this black, gooey, kind of slimy, viscous kind of thing swirling around, with gnashing teeth kind of appears here and there, and this red glowing eyes kind of popping here and there. And he says, "This is what's in any of those items that you had. This is what's been festering inside of you ever since you touched it. Carrying those things on a mortal, non-contaminated person will let it grow faster and eventually take your soul and your body. So when I say these things are not worth carrying around, I mean it." And then he screams again, "Tuna," and disintegrates that as well. And then he clicks his finger and your voice returns.
I will look at Ivor. I will look at the man. What I was trying to say earlier. We're supposed to have a meeting with one of the more influential people of the continent. I know there's a disaster coming. We've seen it. We've faced the things. We have been there. I don't know how long you have been here. We have been there. We're supposed to talk now with influential people that might be able to help prevent bad stuff happening. But now we don't have a mask that we can show them, oh, this is the things that are causing the weird shit that's happening in your continent right now and causing disappearances of people right now. We do not have the staff of the fucking thing that tried to summon the I don't know what. We only have a name that people don't even recognize. And we have no chance of convincing anyone of something happening or even to trust us. I understand that things might be dangerous. I understand. Sure, there are some contaminated things. I get it. But this just burned many of our options of convincing people of what is going on and bringing them on to the boat of, hey, let's face this shit.
That is the trouble and the double-edged sword with dealing with this kind of vile forces on us. You will have to find other means to convince them.
So
This
we
is
can
saying
find
we
You
are
have to kill another one and take his
other
mask
things
again.
that will contaminate us.
I couldn't hear you.
What'd you say, Ivor?
I was like, we'll just have to kill another one and take their mask.
Yeah, no, but it's like, so we need to risk our lives again to touch a contaminated thing again, to get to contaminate it again, to get proof that you just destroyed. So you're risking our lives again. Even though they're already at risk because apparently Ragnarok or I don't know what is coming to the world.
If only Ragnarok was that simple. There is much you need to learn. The fact that you faced so much already and survived that's the world and its knowledge is truly sunken so low that nobody even knows what these creatures are.
And
They're
now they're not
vampires.
going to know.
They will know. Again, child.
Too late. They will know too late.
You said that they attacked and besieged a fortress on a town above the lake, which means that they're living. Sure. But at least some survived, I assume?
See?
So you have witnesses.
Like, we have someone that was respected somewhat in town that is currently the Jarl because that was the only person left that could take command, but the Jarl is dead. Any authority that was previously there died.
In ill fairness, the Jarl deserved to die. He was useless.
Fine, but like, imagine like the politicians and people that knew him know that he is gone. Now there's a different person that they may not have ever heard of claiming, oh yeah, I'm currently the Jarl. Oh yeah, there was an attack on a town and they all died. They will think that she assassinated him. They will think that it was a stage coup or something. They will think that, oh no, it's
You've not been
whatever you
here
say
enough
is
to
a
know
lie.
that this is normal. Yeah, you know, you can get a plague go through a town and half the town dies, and the Jarl is the baker's son's wife's daughter's child's nephew because they're the only one who wanted the job.
Yeah, no. But if it's a plague, then you will say it's a plague. If you're trying to say, yeah, there's like this really creepy creature, and all of the kidnappings that we have currently seen from both underground and above ground, from 3 different places by now, they're all connected to this. We will sound like conspiracy theorists, and they will either think we're crazy or that we're trying something and lying.
Child, calm yourself. Power moves and shifts in politics and in real life. Years change and people die. That's part of human life. The fact that you would have shown them a mask of unknown origin or a staff of unknown origin is as much there's as much chance to convince them with that, even less I would dare say, than having multiple eyewitnesses of what you faced.
What
But
about the
again,
plants?
that's besides the point right now. You have much to learn about what you faced, the names, their purpose, the goal, and that's even without talking about Ginug. And we do not have much time. So, if I'm correct, we are only a few years at best. It's a good thing you came here. I lost track of time. I could have missed the actual events unfolding.
And are you feeling bad because, oh, you could have missed like the forgot the name for it in English, likui chama.
The solar eclipse.
Yeah, like, are you sad that you almost missed a solar eclipse, or are you sorry that, oh, you could have helped and you didn't? Like, what do you feel sad about? What do you feel bad about?
He looks at you and you can. You know what? No, I'm going to say roll either a perception or insight. No, actually insight, not perception, insight.
What did it take today? Insight?
Yeah.
Insight is based on my wisdom.
With how Vinny is speaking to a
Natural
full
20
go.
with +5, so that's a 25.
So it's
Goddamn.
surprisingly how wise Vinny is right now, considering how she's speaking to a full-grown ancient Malsiva, who's probably like higher than the like max level of the actual D&D mechanics. But yeah, so as you're asking that, you can see like multitude of layers of emotional responses to what you're saying, from irritation to anger to deep sorrow to pain and betrayal and not loneliness. When you try to like when you miss somebody, there's the actual noun for it.
Longing.
Yeah, longing, deep longing. And he just looks at you and says, I pray that you would never, ever know what I am sorry for. But right now, what I was almost missing was the future events and the possible destruction of the whole of existence. being
Can we
in
take this
seclusion for
inside?
over
I think I need to sit
2,000.
down with this.
Wait,
Is it looking good? Can we sit down to talk about this?
Yes,
It seems like it's a big deal to be stood up in the doorway.
yes,
a cup of tea would be nice.
you may.
I don't
Come.
know who's around his house.
I apologize for my poor manners. It's been over.
Well, it's been a while since you've had guests.
Yes, it's been almost 3,000 years, so I'm a bit rusty.
Huh.
Come inside. And he takes you inside to his tower. And basically, like as you go after him, he just kind of guides you through the tower very, very quietly. He doesn't speak. He's almost kind of like back into his kind of like inner seclusion while he walks you through. And the first tower, the first floor, you can see the tower itself is like a 30 feet diameter. In a like in a circular tower, it's called a square. It's through circle. Um, and basically, there's a central spiral of stairs going up, and the first floor is just like this heavy stone door at the entrance. The floor has a lot of like these concentric runic circles etched into the different tiles of the floor. And there are four shallow water channels going inside, kind of like dissecting the floor into four quarters, each one into the cardinal direction. Um, and he slowly guides you up through the steps. Um, Basically, you eventually get to the second floor. The second floor, you can immediately see there's kind of like a living quarters. So there's like a modest, it's not luxurious, it's very functional. There's like a modest bed carved into a wall alcove. There's a writing desk, there's a small hearth with like magical fire inside it, so it's never gonna goes out. A couple of like shelves for storage and books and stuff like that. There are several wall niches with preserved water glass orbs with different types of water inside and different things in the waters that solve them. There's a small basin for like with constantly refilling clear water, which you assume he uses for like drinking water, washing water, whatever. Um, and that's basically like what you see in this floor. Um, 1 second. And that's where he also stops. And he kind of snaps his fingers, and out of nowhere basically just appears a couple of like sofas, small sofas for each of you to sit. And then he kind of swirls his hand, and out of different alcoves there's a couple of like tables coming around you, with kind of like glasses. Boiling water goes straight from the basin, just flies through the air, and kind of fills your cups. All the while, different herbs and stuff like that entering your cups and intermixing. And after a few moments like this, you all kind of just sit comfortably on the sofa with a cup of very, very aromatic and tasteful tea in your hands. And me as well, kind of some,
And a bit of chamomile in Vinny's.
and like and so somewhere along this kind of like events, you notice that his horn with ale is missing, and he's also holding like a mug of tea in his hand.
I sniff it to make sure it doesn't smell weird.
Roll perception check. A percent check.
Hey.
What kind of roll?
Perception.
Perception? 15.
No, nature. I will also allow nature because you're smelling to see.
Nature?
So
Nope, perception.
Okay.
15.
Smells fine. Smells like
If you want to let me roll survival, that's 18, but
either way, it smells like an aromatic tea.
I'm
will-
pretty
I
sure he
will
could
say
obliterate
that
this with a
very
click of his
loudly.
fingers.
It's probably the best worst tea that you've ever drank. Like it's the flavors initially are extremely wild and all over the place and very, very strong. But after a few moments, it's almost like it settles down, and you get this kind of aftertaste that is so peaceful and clear that it's almost like you had to experience the awful taste at the beginning to appreciate this amazing taste afterwards.
It's a bit like the tea that you make when you go like camping and stuff and you just collect different herbs and you put them in a fijan and like with hot water and mix it. And that's
Pretty
tea.
much. Yeah, pretty much.
I will angrily sip at it.
As you drink, you can have another a second 19 points of temporary hit points.
God damn.
He
I
knows
will
his
look.
business.
I'll look at him and be like, what did you put in this tea?
Oh, a bit of that, a bit of this, a couple of herbs, a bit of of life water, a bit of regular water, normal things.
Can I get some of that life water to go?
No.
Question. Uh, what did you do to me earlier with your staff shit?
When I took out the containment, the contamination that was in you,
I guess it felt weird.
I
Do we all have one of them?
I took out the contamination. He looks at you. Um, no, you
Nice.
probably didn't touch the mask long enough. The staff is more potent than the mask. It requires much less handling.
What would happen if I put a mask on?
We would not be speaking right now.
Oh.
Because you would have probably killed all of them and then run back to your master.
I look at Vinny and smirk when he said you'll probably kill all of them. Is there? Yeah, we know how that would have gone.
You probably died, and I told you not to put the mask on. I told you it's bad juju.
Yeah, Vicar was trying to get me to put it on. It did look cool.
Evil often does. So, there's quite a lot to unpack here.
3,000 years of shit, apparently.
I'm old, child. I'm one of the original Malsivas. All the way back since the Briatali Wars.
They
Peter,
were real.
so I will.
Mhm.
I want you and Peter to roll a history check, or also a religion check. I would allow as well, to see if one of you would like be aware of that. Peter, you have advantage because of being like a Katero.
Ivor, why do you have disadvantage?
I don't know.
No, I doesn't have advantage. It's Peter.
No, Ivor rolled with disadvantage. You got a nat like something and a nat one.
And then
I
I've
don't know
had
why
like
you rolled two.
more dice come through. Which, what the hell?
Did you do a long rest and like are you not exhausted anymore or something?
I've just got dice flying all over my screen right now.
Yeah, I
The
see
hell?
that.
It happens
What
to
is going
everybody.
on?
Don't
I'm
worry.
not able to
Don't
roll.
be. Um,
Do you have physical dice?
Oh wow. No, I do not, but wow. We can take the first one.
I do
Like
not.
I will just like nod and like I will visibly look like I don't know shit about what he just said.
so wait, Peter, you got 17?
No, I got a 14.
14, okay.
Yep.
Well, I got a 16 without all me weirdness going on.
Okay. So none of you knows what's the Briotandi Wars. At least not by this name. So so you all kind of look at him with a very blank stare. So he goes, I've been even before the Briotandi Wars. Nothing. I expected what?
Look, like,
Okay.
don't
Okay.
expect
What?
anything.
How far gone is the knowledge of the world?
I will tell you ahead of time. I don't know shit. Don't expect anything from me. I don't know anything about this world except what I have experienced.
By the way, are you wearing the glove on right now or are you not?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with the glove.
Yeah, okay. That's just checking.
Yep, yep.
So none of you have heard of the Briotandi Wars, even.
Didn't you say it's been 3,000 years since you came here?
I would assume that the war between the Celestials that broke the planet and caused the different continents to break apart from 1 to 3 would have remained in the consciousness of any civilization and is still remaining. Now, you all, I mean, Peto and Ivo know of different cousins. Even on Coalland, near the kingdom of Yarta, one of its borders is made from a giant chasm that is gonna call the name of it. A second to find the map. I don't remember the name by heart. 1 second. Open up. You know that the chasm itself is called something that I forgot to write. But it's basically like a tail or something like that. And you know that it is considered into one of the main cataclysm of history. Uh, it is prevalent knowledge that sometimes few thousand years ago there was a giant disasters in on the planet that caused both the severance, which everybody knows what the severance is. It's basically the cutting off of different roots of Yggdrasil from Alver, which basically means that all interplanetary traveling between the different realms of Yggdrasil basically broke apart, which, for example, for the Katir tribes, is one of the main pain points because it basically disconnected you from your whole world or the Katir world. And it basically made each world kind of like stand alone without any ability to, in any this known way, to travel easily as it was in the past. So it is known that like a few thousand years ago there was a big kind of calamity that caused the severance. However, none of you know what like the word Briatandi war means. Like now, when he says Briatandi, Peter and Vinny would know the word itself. Briatandi in the Otong basically means sibling.
Mm.
I'll look at him and go, what was that fairy tale everyone talks about? It's something to do with a cataclysm, splitting continents. No one really knows what caused it. Kind of just is what it is. And then we can't travel anywhere, or well, Vinny, you shouldn't have been here because you're not supposed to have been able to get here because of it.
I don't know, man.
He looks at you and says, "Wait, what do you mean she's not supposed to be here?"
Well,
I'm like,
apparently she fell through the floor.
I'm not from here.
Define here. I remind you that the planet itself is called Alver.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever heard the name of the planet.
No, you've heard.
I've heard.
That's the one thing that I'm sure of. Once you realize that
Okay.
you're not on an off anymore, you did ask and you were told.
Okay. So I'm not from Alver?
Where are you from then?
I think I heard someone call it Midgard or something like that.
What did you call it?
Earth?
Mud.
Like,
It's a weird name.
That's a very thought out name. I'm from Mud.
I mean,
Calling the moon moon.
No, but like there's the moon. The sun is a giant fireball. There's like Mars and Jupiter and like many planets in the galaxy, but we're specifically from Earth, which
He
is
looks at
the
you
Earth that we
and
live on.
and just says, "Well, this day is just full of surprises. How
And
You're
did
telling me?
how did you travel to Alver then?
Well, apparently I died. Um.
You
Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you that. Apparently I died. Um. And then I was brought back here. I think in my world there are like series and like games and stuff that call it like isekai, like you get into a new world. But I died and I don't know how.
as you're
And
mid
now I care.
talking,
No,
I'm just gonna
I
pull out. I'm gonna pull
vampires.
out like a bit of garlic and just launch it at your face.
Bite it from the air if I can. But I'm not very dexterous, so it's probably like hitting me in the face or something.
Just checking.
You saw me in the sun.
Yeah, but you could be wearing makeup.
No, that that's no makeup, honey.
you
Just
died
checking.
and then came to Alver.
Yeah, like wait, he's a
Your
coward,
afterlife
so he
sucked.
wasn't. He's a coward, so he wasn't there when Go explained it. But like I got like
You spoken to Goy.
yeah, like I told a story. Like we went to his temple, and I told a story about like my past in my world, and then like he was like, "Oh yeah,
The
let's
more you
talk."
talk, you can see him goes like this, and then it goes like,
And he tried to make some form of deal, but I told him he can get stuffed. I'm not
No,
being
it's
forced to
it's
tell
like
you the truth. And
yeah,
then he ran away.
and then he told me the truth that I like supposedly died and then got mishmashed into like a new person, but it's still me, but a new body, I guess, in this world. And uh, yeah.
he looks at you and says, "You died and got." First of all,
Mm,
if Goy says that, then that is true. Goy can't tell a lie when it comes to something historical. It's part of
mm,
his all. It's part of his being, basically. Oh, his how do I say it? It's his ideation of himself. So
How do
mm.
you explain things badly, though?
yes, very much.
So she might not have died.
No,
No, he
no.
pretty plainly said I died.
He can explain things poorly, but he's not ever using words. It's again part of his whole thing. Do you have a mark on yourself somewhere?
Yes.
Would you mind showing it to me? And immediately I'm thinking right now what's the name of the skeleton from One Piece? Who goes up we have walk nice panties like
I'm like looking at like
It's only on your hand. Don't make it out like it's a big deal.
shh. And I'll take my glove off and take these bandages. Like it's
I'll,
here.
I'll lean over to Peyton and do that and just be like, how do you check if someone's a zombie?
I heard that.
he looks
Well,
at
zombies don't
Right.
need to be.
so he looks at your marks and he sees that the two crows that you can design and you can hear he says so Rata is finally reappeared.
Who? What name? What?
Rat eyes?
I mean, her eyes don't look like rats.
You said Ratai?
No, said something else. Um, he looks at you also and says, "Do you know who left this mark on you, the one who brought you back.
I know he calls himself the Wonder, and I know that Goy called him like an old god and a forgotten one and a peculiar one.
He likes to call himself many things to
Yeah.
you.
Hold on. You said Briotandywar, right?
Yes.
Oh, Goy talked about it. I completely forgot. Like he didn't really explain much about it, but yeah. I know that like the Wanderer like tried to make himself disappear, like since those war thingies.
Well, that explains quite a lot.
Is he the bad guy?
It depends on the day of the week. But no, he's not the bad guy. He just can be annoying at times.
Wait, but name.
That's why he's with Vinny.
You called him a name.
His name is, and as he tries to say it, he immediately gets like a nosebleed, and he goes like,
Really?
God's sake. Apparently, you are not ready for his name yet. And you can see him really being pissed off at this.
Trust me, I'm pissed off too.
What's that game you used to play as kids? What does it sound like?
Let's play charades.
he kind of looks at you and says, I can't tell you his name because he can hear it apparently through the mark.
So should I cover it?
It won't help because he can still hear it.
Hold on, have an idea. I will take my
And
pouch of holding.
Before you do that, he just looks at you, looks at his cup of tea pointedly, and drinks it very slow.
I will take my pouch of holding. I will stick my arm in there and like close the pouch, so it will be like a pouch on the edge of my hand.
No,
So
no, you can't do that.
Your hand will fall off.
no, it's connected to me, but I'm like trying to shove the tattoo in like a different dimension.
I understand what you're doing, but it won't work because you're
Can
still
you put a person in a bag of holding?
I'll take my hand.
He will remain a person after that, though. Like it's not.
Technically, it's not completely closed though because it's around my hand.
And that's why you're not disconnecting the dimensions. So that's why it won't work. He again takes his cup of his mug of tea, looks at you, looks at the tea, looks at you, and slowly raises it to his face and drinks slowly.
I will also raise the cup to it and drink
Is the
slowly.
guy doing
And as you raise the cup, you notice that the different herbs inside of the cup are kind of swimming very weirdly until they form a word.
What does it say?
The word, I'm gonna write it over Discord so you will know how to spell it. The word is vrata. How's the tea, child?
Very relaxing.
Did you learn something from drinking it?
Huh?
Did you learn something from drinking it?
That whoever that is certainly an asshole.
And he looks at you and says, You can say it now.
Oh, I can say Vrata, it's fine.
I got you, you old bastard. And then immediately he gets another nosebleed, and you can hear him says, Worth it. Anyway. Ahwata was indeed an old god, an ancient god, one of the strongest one, to be fair.
Why does he not like his name?
She did not. He likes to play. He's a fucking goth emo kid, edgelord.
It's something specifically here in Israel. There's like this mall in Tel Aviv called Dizengoff Center, and you know that like the Dizengoff Center kids are like the emo kids that are going there for like the after school to sit down in like a specific corner and brood there and read their comics and be sad.
Yeah. He likes to make drama, to be part of drama, and to play coy and be very sneaky and mysterious, and it's tiring. But
So wait,
but he does means well. And I will say that with everything that is currently unfolding and due to past events, he has a big part of that, for good or worse.
mm, okay. Just a question. Something that popped to my mind. He would have like killed me in my world to bring me to this world to do something, right? Like it would have been a coincidence.
I do not believe so. As I said, I am an old Nasiva, one of the very first. So I've met gods. The big ones, the small ones, the celestials, and some of the more prominent ones. And I have never known Vrata to be malicious.
Mm-hmm.
His domain is more around transitioning, less about the actual killing. Most likely, he used your death as a way to transition you.
So, an opportunist.
Mm, more force of nature, to be fair.
I know.
As many gods are, to be honest.
Supposedly.
Trust me, some of them are definitely a force of nature. Some of them are very good at not getting you caught.
I assume you're talking about Loki. But no, Loki is a minor god. He is not force of nature. He's more of a by byproduct of different forces. It's complicated.
He's good fun.
Sure. In any way,
Anyway, war. Things happen.
what is it good for?
True.
So I to understand what is going on, you need to understand many things that happened in the past.
They're looking for a head pet.
Many things that happened in the past. Some I cannot speak of yet. It is too early, and quite honestly, there are bans on speaking those things right now.
It's been 3,000 years. How much longer do you need to wait?
Around 8 years, give or take.
Well, I'm not waiting here that long.
Or depending if you find information that will teach you some of the things and release some of the restrictions on me and others like me.
So the things that we found so far are not enough.
They are enough for me to speak some of the things that I'm going to share with you, but not all of them. Regarding the
2-week job.
Wait.
I was just mumbling to himself like, this is supposed to be a 2-week job. He's just been told it's going to be 8 years.
This is quite difficult. I will simply say regarding the Britannia War that it is the war between the different factions of the gods, the old pantheon, not the first one, but the old one. And it was the war that was being held between Ginugf and Isha and and both of their factions. It is the war that broke the universe and killed Isha. Now, when he says that, Ivor and Petal, your minds are basically shattered because up until now, that the most prominent goddess or god in the pantheon is Isha. Every culture believes in Isha as part of one of the gods, even if they're not their creators, they still believe in Isha as one of the prominent gods. And then from
I
the
mean, we've all seen her do things essentially, as
and
people would be aware.
I mean, the firm belief is that she's still alive and well and protecting people and like it is also known that the kingdom of Nivir are like extreme fanatics of Isha as well. So learning that Isha has essentially been dead for almost 3,000 years is the equivalent of the Pope learning there is no God, basically. Okay, that's like how intense that is.
Wait, and I will turn to Padel and I refer this. Isn't Isha like still like worshipped now? Like, did there was nothing like?
How does the god of gods die?
I mean, people still go to her temples. Like, there's an active, religion around her. What do you mean she's dead?
How can she be dead?
It's
But
it's
the other,
it's
they lost. Oh my!
No, but like the thing that we talked to Goy, like people didn't speak with Aisha, or not even speak, but like were there no signs received from Isha for 3,000 years?
Yeah,
Or
people pray to her and have been
Mm.
protected.
She has clerics. Like, I mean, it. She's alive. I mean, how are people praying to her and then getting their wishes granted, getting their powers if she's dead?
so my question to you, did your name?
oh how old of me. You can call me Brialdo. And I will write it to you.
Bri, wow, J Braldo, and it's pronounced Brialdur.
Yes. Brialdo
Brial-
Blue. If you
Brialdur Blue,
the blue.
the
I need
blue.
something stronger than this tea if you're telling me the god of gods is dead.
No, Isha is. I mean, no, she's not the goddess of gods. She didn't
That
Oh,
create.
she's top dog.
She was one of the most powerful gods. She created basically all of life.
Yeah, she's top
But,
dog.
but she was probably the youngest goddess among the pantheon.
question to you though,
It's
like
complicated, and I don't think I will be allowed to explain more about that kind of aspect. But suffice to say, she didn't create the other gods. She was their sibling.
question
Pull
though.
out a bottle of alcohol and just like literally, it's like just spirits and just pour it into the tea and hand it over to Paytol, just looking at him and not breaking eye contact. Like, what the hell is going on?
Mm.
Question though, considering what they said that there were like signs and clerics and there are blessings still received from Isha. Um, who like sorry if this will like sound like I'm doubting like your faith or something. I'm not. I'm just worrying about an like a Wizard of Oz sort of scenario, who is pretending to be Isha and like issuing those blessings?
That is a very good question.
Because like that sounds like fraud, and fraud with gods. mm, I don't think that sounds good.
I feel like what you've just told us could start another war between the gods.
I don't know if it will start a war between the gods, but maybe do a very, very big bad with humanity. Because when people lose their
It's
god, like,
it's not about us that I'm worried about. You've got someone pretending to be somebody else and taking all the worship. That crosses the line with gods.
like
I mean,
my
Loki's had his ass handed to him a few times for doing the exact same thing.
like
And
my fear, worst case scenario, like you said that Ginug lost, but Isha died.
No, I said that the war was between them and Isha died.
Okay, so like what's stopping it from being Ginug pretending to be Isha in order to harness power in order to come back, like collect faith or whatever, and like do bad?
Simply put, that's not how Ginog operates. If I would put it like this, and again, there's only so much I can speak about it right now. If Isha was life and Vrata was, or even more than life, she was basically creation in many ways,
Mm.
and Vrata, who was as strong as her, was basically transition and the ending of everything that begins and then begins again, like the whole cyclic notion, then
Mm.
Ginu is basically oblivion, is destruction, is nothingness.
Okay.
it's those little black hole nothingness, the void of just
The Vaken, what you thought. That's
yeah, the black hole thing that you just put things in. And that's what she is. That bit.
that's
I mean,
well,
one of them went bang and just like, without making an explosion noise, just like
that's one
the
manifestation.
floor was gone.
That's one manifestation of Ginog's reach. But Ginog is very much his powers will not allow him to even be able to pretend to be Isha. They are two different
Yeah, he's too not
different
good.
opposing sides of the scale. And he has been locked away.
How do we put him back in his box?
The question is not how to put him back in the box, is how to reseal it so he won't be able to escape. Which is apparently started to happen and even earlier than expected.
I would just like go like this to my arm and be like, "Are you pretending to be Isha?" And I will use my one question of the day to ask Vrata this. Just to like ease my mind of it, or like answer a question, or like, oh no, that's not happening. Like that's a sus that I have that is just curiosity kill the cat kind of moment. I have to ask it.
You hear in your head a voice saying, "That is a complicated answer."
Oh
Yes,
shit.
sometimes not just I. Isha has to be alive, has to be kept alive,
Aha.
and she will be alive. And you can hear like the fierceness in that statement, like It is almost like he's self-imposing a wish when he says that to you in your head.
I didn't say she shouldn't be. Again, I'm not like whispering in it or anything yet. I'm like I'm not saying she should, like I'm talking to the air. Like I'm not saying she shouldn't be. It's just good to know that it's not a bad one trying to like con people and you know what I mean?
He looks, and now Brialdo kind of looks at you like, are you talking to him right now?
Yeah, I can ask a question a day and I just got like not a complete confirmation, but like and okay, we don't necessarily have to worry about a bad god trying to pretend to be Isha.
Okay.
But that definitely confirms Isha's dead.
No, but he already said that.
Yeah, but this is a guy we met 30 seconds ago.
So
Yeah, but
You've now had somebody else who's
so
a god
here's
saying she's dead.
so here's
no,
the
but he's saying that she needs to be alive. That's what he's saying.
here's the thing. During the Brit and the wars, I was doing something which I can't really discuss right now, but it kept me away from the final battle. I was already sent to this self seclusion, so I do not know exactly what happened. I could only feel the fact that she died and the fact that Gimlet was imprisoned, but the details are lost to me as well.
Mm.
I think that we should adjourn for now. It's been quite a long conversation for me after so many years, and I'm finding myself a bit fatigued.
Mhm. Just one last question. Is time moving differently within the barrier than without outside the barrier?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Like we have a meeting in a few days, so it's like we just want to make sure that we'll be back in time.
Time is the same.
Okay.
I would suggest you all leave the tower for now, go to sleep, rest, and we will pick this up tomorrow morning.
Go to sleep where?
There has been tents and places to sleep that I have made for you while we were talking.
I'll look at Vinny and just like basically pull my bottle back over. Like, the grass will do at this moment in time.
I didn't have the bottle. Padel had it.
No, but as in it's next to me, I'll just slide it over and look at you and just be like, the grass will do it at this moment in time.
Oh, don't mind about that. But I was like, we can go back into the water, like, and sleep there. That's an issue. So if there's tents, I'm fine with it.
You all kind of make your way outside because you all kind of understood it wasn't actually a suggestion, it was basically like a dismissal. Um, so you all go outside and you find the tents, and these are not small tents. Like he erected like very like large, comfortable tents for you with very comfortable beds underneath and all that. And you also find that it's somehow nighttime, even though for sure he didn't spend the full day here. So you get the feeling that he can probably tweak the lighting inside this realm. Um, and you all kind of
And a wolf
I'm
howls in the
getting to
background.
it. I'm getting to it. Give me a second. Um, and you all basically kind of sit down and the different beds who are like they are all kind of close to one another. And before you kind of decide um, if you're going to sleep, if you continue on talking or whatever, Ivor, you suddenly feel a small buzz in your head. And then you hear a familiar female voice of the dark gardener. And you hear in your head her saying, "Well, then, my dear, I honestly didn't expect you to find him so quickly. Well, I guess now it's time for that favor of yours. I would like you to kill the Yalder right now."
What with?
Not my problem. Do this now.
I'll look over to Vinny and Patel and be like, pickle.
Oh,
I
oh,
don't have any.
We
no. The thing that we said that is like the huh.
we may have a slight problem.
Can you wait here? You staying here for a moment. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I will head out of the tent as far away as I can, like midway to the tower to make sure that Ivor can't hear me, so that probably the gardener can't hear me. And I will send a message to um Brilder.
We said that, Vinny, you have no idea what she said because he hears it in his head.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's like we are in a new environment. That is the only person that we have here, and I'm like, I wonder, like, like I want to send him a message, basically saying, "Hey, you know, like the thing that you sucked out of me, like the bad juju thing. Can you do it with contracts to kill people, maybe, and like invalidate them? Magic contracts?"
You get back a message of yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Let's talk about it tomorrow.
I will send another message yelling in his ear, like inside his head. "We might not have tomorrow."
All you get is like a message of like, um, the person you try to reach is not available at this moment. Please try again tomorrow morning. Hi. Thank you.
I will go
And
back.
as while you're doing that, I will you hear in your head again. I am waiting for your answer. Are you going to kill him right now or not? Is our contract in effect, or are you going to void our agreement?
I'm pretty sure if I void it, you void my bowels. So I can give it a go.
We said it. We have. I'm so terrible with fucking names. I swear to God. Oren is still with us, correct?
Yes.
He heard Pickle. He was there when we said the code word.
Yes.
Oren will cast. I think he has Odorluk's Resilience Sphere.
Remind me what it does.
It's basically a cage, unescapable, for a period of time.
Okay.
Like I think he had it.
One second, I'm gonna check.
And I will willingly fail any skill check that it requires and be like, oh no, such a shame.
Honor looks resilient sphere. A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller within range. An unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is enclosed for the duration. The duration is like it's not long.
Minute?
Yeah. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through the barrier, in or out, though a creature in the sphere can breathe there. The sphere is immune to all damage, and a creature or object inside can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from outside, nor can a creature inside the sphere damage anything outside. The sphere is weightless and just large enough to contain the creature or object inside. An enclosed creature can use its action to push against the sphere's walls and thus roll the sphere up to half the creature's speed. Similarly, the globe can be picked up and moved by other creatures. A disintegrate spell targeting the globe destroys it without harming anything inside it. A fourth level evocation spell. Yeah, it's up to a minute, but it's like it gives us something to like think.
So you want him to cast it?
Beta, would you say that it's like it's like is it logical? Guys,
We lost
I
Beta.
think Beta left. We lost her. Um, I don't know. Like it sounds like it's logical to help us for like a minute, but I was hoping it will last for a bit more. Uh,
What a pickle.
yeah.
You hear in your head again. Make up your mind now.
What happens if I say no?
Our contract will be voided and your bounty will be back in all of the force that the Night Bane can master.
Do you tell us this?
And if I fail to kill him because I can't physically kill him?
You die. By his hand, not mine, probably.
Do you tell us this, Alver?
Is there any particular way you want him dead?
I don't care. I want him dead.
Let me put a plan in place and I will have him dead.
I am waiting. I am not patient.
I look at Vinny and be like, well, this is a bit of a pickle. Either he needs to die or he needs to find a way to undie himself.
I will hand you a paper and a quill or pencil, whatever the fuck I have. Can you be a bit more specific about it?
I'll just turn it around and literally be like, he needs to die for 1 second.
Are you saying it isn't loud?
No, no, it's on the piece of paper. I'll just hold it at Vinny so it's like she can see it.
Well, might be possible. I
So I
guess.
think, Vinny, you'll need to go upstairs first to make sure the coast is clear, and I will sneak up after you and kill him.
Fine. And how far is the tower from where we are?
Um, the moment you say that, you hear in your head, "Do you take me for a fool, young thief? I
No,
have
I take
lived
you.
longer than you can imagine. I
I
know
take you to
your
follow the
thoughts.
word of your contract,
I want
Well,
you dead,
and that is what he
completely
will
and
be.
utterly and forever. Do not
No,
play
that is
more
not what
games
you
with me.
said.
I said I want you to kill him. Wait 1 second, Peter is back.
No.
Look at that!
So you hear say, I want him to die forever right now. Either you comply or our deal is off. Do not test me on this. Do not try to lie, for I am in your head. I know
Hey,
your
I have
thoughts.
not tried to lie at all. I look at Vinny and go, "Well, we don't really have a choice. It's either he dies or we die. And if it's not we die now, we die later from assassins constantly and forever."
Give me like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
If you want to have a fair fight and give him a bit of warning to prep, I'll let you have that.
He's an old man. And I will vanish from the tent. And I will cast Dimension Door. We have seen what is supposedly a bed inside the tower. Like, hoping that he believes that the barrier will be safe enough and he won't put another layer of protection against the teleportation inside his tower. And I will, like, hopefully what I want to do is dimension door near his bed and be like, wake the fuck up!
You can't. You try to do it and you immediately get back to where you started.
Ah.
And you also get back wet.
Mm.
Like a force field made out of water. Or
Yeah, and the spell is gone probably.
yes.
Yeah. Can you tell the gardener in your brain? Um, Not possible as long as he doesn't bring us in. So her being impatient will be not helpful.
It looks like we don't have a choice but to wait till morning. We can't need spells.
You haven't even tried to unlock the door. Thief. Do not give me excuses. Your only chance of killing him is when he is asleep and unawares. So either you go now or you are canceling our agreement.
I'll go, I'll go. I know we just met the guy. I don't really care if he dies.
Fellow
I'll
behind you.
head over to the door and get ready to pick the lock.
Tatel, you're also coming, right?
Oren looks at all of you and says, "Oh, are we actually thinking of killing an ancient Malsiva?"
I will look at him like Ivor's going. We're behind him. I'll be like, not talking, just like we're gonna watch. Make sure that nothing bad happens.
I do not like this.
What'd you say?
I do not like this.
She said it to me in the head while I'm walking. I'm like, what? I'm walking towards the door. I'm going to open the door and I'm going to go up the stairs, find him, and stab him. What do you think I can do? Teleport inside? I'm not magic.
So she doesn't answer right now, but you can feel the presence basically. You all make your way to the door. Are you
Hmm.
trying to pick the lock?
Yeah, might as well.
Tell me what you roll.
Sleight of
How much
hand.
money?
What? Ever? Ivo?
Yes.
What do you say?
I said I got a 19 on sleight of hand for locking the door.
So
If it sounds like he seems to be able to lock the door, I will cast a silvery barbs disguises sneezing and like causing him to fuck up. If it seems like he will make it, like if I hear the first click of the it's starting.
you do hear the first click, and you do this, and yeah, it needs to roll again.
Yeah,
Okay, roll again.
15.
Okay, so this time he fails. But Ivo, you hear in your head, tell her that if she uses magic again to
can she
steal
sense
me,
it?
then I will cancel the agreement. You all do this now, or you are all back on the target board.
I'll look at Vinny and be like,
Can she sense magic
she
through
didn't
him?
appreciate that.
What?
And if you cast magic again, we're all fucked.
I didn't do anything. I fucking sneezed. Can't a person sneeze?
Evidently not. And on the retry, 24 to get in.
Yeah, you managed to unlock the door. Surprisingly, the lock itself wasn't that hard to pick.
Well, I'm just going to proceed all the way up the stairs then.
And I will just cast Shatter.
Shadow? On what?
Shatter.
On what?
And on the space before Ivor. Not a specific target. It just creates a very loud sound.
Okay, you do that.
Mm.
Immediately the floor tile starts to glow.
Mm.
The water from the four different channels starts to rise, and the door in front of you seals up completely.
You're
You're not
inside though.
no, you're not inside it. It was before you
Okay.
actually stepped. So basically, your entrance is barred, and like the door is missing right now. No, actually,
Mm.
it's not missing. You didn't. Yeah, I didn't bug it. So the door was closed, but before it fully slammed, you could see that the water was starting to fill up the floor,
Mm.
creating a sort of watery tomb, so to speak.
Mm.
Um, The doors close, and Ivor, you hear in your head, well, I can see that you have all decided to not fulfill the contract that we have agreed upon.
Hey, I was trying to fulfill it.
Very well then. I will have his head and yours hit away. And as she says that, you can feel the tattoo around your arm starting to glow and heat up. And it keeps heating up until it is bright white from the heat.
God damn.
And all of you can smell sizzling flesh as it's burning up until the whole tattoo not only burns but starts to tighten around your arm
Ooh.
un-
Uh,
until in a moment
Heal ward?
it goes through your arm, cutting it off almost like a lightsaber strike. And you just stand there with basically a missing half of your forearm. It's not bleeding because the heat sealed it off, and the rest of your forearm on the floor as the tattoo starts glowing up like in the continuation from the cut towards the end of your fingers and completely burning every bit of flesh. And from that burning and energy consumption comes out a sort of a fiery red gateway portal, basically, as if it used the arm as fuel for the magic. And from that portal jumps out four different assassins.
I'm sorry.
And specifically how they all look. So basically,
The Four Horsemen of Apocalypse.
1 second. So you see four assassins, all clad in the Nightbane's armor and colors, but they obviously look a bit more, so we say, higher ranked in the guild. One of them has a hood over his head, full face mask only with eyes for holes, dark black mask, and he holds a short sword. The other one has a skull mask on his face and a hood above it, and he's holding a scythe. Another female one has kind of like like this the bandit's cover on her face with the hood up, and she's holding a couple of chains with barbed ends. And the last one looks very similar to you, actually, with like a hood, dark armor, with like under armor, and he's holding two daggers in his hand. All of them looks at all of you, and then immediately start to proceed to attack you. And with that, we are going to end the session with the fight beginning with Ivor basically one armed.